What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the dojo. It's the Brucery here, and this is the third part of my Go for the Cup series, Cup or Bust. As you saw on that previous menu, I did get a couple losses over the weekend. I ended up just playing the game late at night, and I did not set up my recording device. Lost a couple games, so I ended up being 3-3. So going 3-3 into today's game, we're trying to get that 5th win to get the playoff berth. Trying to get 8 wins to get the bye week, which is impossible at this point because there's only 10 games that you get to get there, and I've already lost 3. But over the past couple weeks, you know, we've done some pack openings, we've earned our coins, done all the computer solo challenges, built up this team, and now it's time to use the team. Now it's time to go for the championship, you know, go for that Super Bowl. Sorry, it's not a Super Bowl in NCAA. Go for the championship and really try to have fun with these players. I did upgrade the Doug Flutie to the Heisman finalist, so I will be doing that Heisman finalist challenge tonight, turning him into the Heisman winner. And as we get out of the depth chart screen right here, my opponent's got some pretty nice cards. He's got the Denard Robinson quarterback, CJ Spiller at halfback, he's got a Mercedes Lewis at tight end, as well as the Brian Urlacher safety, which is always sweet. He's also rocking the Army uniforms, and whenever somebody supports the troops, gives a nod to the troops, I'm a fan of that, so I approve. I like those Army rags, and right here, we're getting to a start. We get the ball first. I got a little thing going for me so far online season play where I score first. In every game so far, I've scored first on the first drive. And right here, Tom is just making people miss down the field and diving his way into the end zone for the big score, big time play. I did that the little spotlight on Demaryius Thomas at the beginning of this video, and he shows it right there with such a great play, such a big play potential for that card. Definitely a high recommend. So the ball goes back to him, and I have scored first in all my games, and I also, you know, have a really hard time stopping my opponent on defense. Defense in this game just seems a lot tougher than it is in Madden. But I mean, in these games where there's only 3-minute quarters, you only really need one great defensive stand. One good series where you can force a turnover or stop them on downs, and then you basically can manipulate the clock for the rest of the time and really work the game in your favor. But right there, we're able to force a fumble. He ends up getting it back and then converts this for another first down. So he's moving right down the field, not having any trouble whatsoever. 2nd and 7, Denard Robinson. He liked to roll out to the right, and right there, money pass, throwing the run. That's Shoelaces. Shoelaces doing his thing out there. So far, my offense in this game in Nut has been very predicated towards the option, read option, triple option switch, shovel passes. Look at Jamal Charles. This is my first game with Jamal Charles, and I gotta say, I'm super impressed with him. He's so quick and agile and speedy that I can make cuts and get around people so fast, so much better than I could with Bo Jackson. Even though Bo Jackson, you know, is what he is, he's not that 99 overall. And John Baldwin right there rakes in the 30-yard pass from Doug Flutie, and Flutie Flakes is gonna run this one in right here for the touchdown, put me up 14-7, which is a big lead with only 50 seconds left in the half. So he's basically forced to make a big play happen. And like I said before, I'm running a majority option plays on my offense, but I'm using Doug Flutie, who's not the fastest guy. You know, I could get a faster quarterback, but what he lacks in top-end speed, he does make up for in agility. He's a super agile quarterback, which is just great. So my opponent ends up punting to me right there. Gives me, you know, 5 seconds to get down the field, so I don't really expect anything right here. I just kind of want to force it down. Interception right there, but that doesn't matter at all because that goes ahead and ends the first half. So we go into the second half, looking to, you know, continue doing what we're doing. We're managing the clock, managing the game, and really making him play our style, and I want him to play from behind this whole game. I don't want him to be comfortable at all, which means that, you know, I want to blitz him. I want to make sure that his quarterback doesn't feel like he has tons of time in the pocket to make plays. Right here, Denard Robinson gets flushed out and tackled for a loss by Jake Beckett with the sack. 2nd and 12, he needs to go a long way, but ends up just going for the screen, which Mook is right there to clean up and tackle him for a loss. So he's set up on a 3rd and 15. He definitely has his eyes downfield and airs it out. I was trying to bait him to that right side. I got a little too aggressive with the bait, moved a little too far away, and he just dotted me up down the field. That didn't really work out the way I planned. But we get into a 2nd and goal situation right here, and we almost come up with an interception. Man, Ty Te'o Almost grabbed that one, but on the third down, he goes to the out route and ties this game up, you know, late in the third period, or third quarter. So we move in, we get the ball back, and, you know, I'm trying not to make any mistakes right here, but I ended up throwing an interception the very first play. I thought I could get Demaryius Thomas open on that right side on a lob, but it did not work. Lead passing is not as strong as it was in Madden, so he gets the turnover. I'm still making the switch, guys. I'm still kind of trying to feel out this game versus the Madden game. But right there, Manti Te'o reads it perfectly. Tell you guys, Manti Te'o, man, that is a great card. He's so aware down there, and he's able to pick off and play zone so well. So we get back to it, and we're going to be grinded because I start to notice he's coming out in a lot of nickel sets or 3-3-5 or possibly even the dime dollar sets. So, I mean, you got to run on him. You got to, you know, you can't just pass into passing defensive sets. And that's exactly what I'm starting to do now with Jamal Charles and Doug Flutie, working that option game, working those ISOs right up the middle, just trying to get the yards that he is giving me. I'm not trying to do too much. He's giving me yards up the middle. I'm going to take those yards. Not to mention, if I keep running the ball, the clock keeps moving. So time is not on his side. Time is on my side. I'll keep running this ball all day if it'll run the clock right down to victory, get me one step closer to the playoffs in this season play. So 3rd and 7, though. I mean, making him use his timeouts, get off the option pass to Ballard, but he's not able to get anywhere. So a 4th and 6, I'm taking the 3 points. You better believe I'm taking this 3-point lead, and I'm banking on my defense to make a play versus his offense. And right here, first play, Denard Robinson throws to Mook, interception, baby. Prince Amukamara coming absolutely huge right there, and basically gives us the ball back. He already used his timeouts by us running through the 3rd into the 4th and basically running right down his throat. We've effectively killed this clock, used all of his timeouts, and won this game through time possession and ball control. One step closer to the championship right there. That's a pretty good takeaway. 1,230, about 1,250 in coins, which is a decent takeaway. And yeah, I'm excited. I'd like to see what the playoffs come, what the playoffs bring in NCAA football Ultimate Team. I can't wait to check that out. Right here's my stats, and I'll leave you with those. Till next time, guys, the Bruce Ree, out.